Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stump the run and then executed.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Brings up 3rd and
6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Fields. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with...
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
From the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Bengals nothing. Matthew Wright.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drive.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Again, it's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Up the middle, Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, Fields rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Protein, Bill. Hey, Haywood. Let's go. Pause.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Slot man moves right.
Hey, do Hey, go!
Now Lawrence. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change, because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Hey, exit. Hey, orbit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Hey, 2, 5. Hey, echo. Hey, alpha.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.